to make your bladder work again.
I heard this.
The only surgery we can do is if you decide not to have in and out catheterizations twice a day, and you don't want to live with a catheter inside the urethra, we can do a very minor procedure where I make a little incision in your belly, and we put what's called a suprapubic tube in, which is a chronic indwelling catheter, but it's more comfortable because instead of being up inside the urethra, it's hanging out of the lower abdomen, and it's easier to take care of, and it's more comfortable for you. So that's another option.
How does one choose what you're going to do?
Well, from a medical perspective, it's kind of irrelevant. If you can tolerate the intermittent catheterization, we always recommend that because it's easier on you. You
The
know,
intermediate one.
cathing twice a day or 3
Well,
times
that's
a day.
what I'm doing now.
Correct.
Not twice a day, once a day.
That can be a problem depending on how much is in there. We generally recommend at least 2, maybe 3, depending on how much fluid they're getting out.
Well, it's so unpleasant.
I respect that. No, I do. I respect that. So that's why you might decide to have the permanent catheter put in. That's the other option.
And what's the negative about that?
Well, having a catheter all the time can still cause infection. There's less chance of symptomatic infection from a suprapubic tube than a Foley. But you know, there's still a risk of infection.
The risks of infection is by whether you do one or the other or something else.
That's right.
And if I live as I am, it's not half bad, you know.
So keep doing what you're doing. And if you get infection, they treat it.